Hello and welcome to Brazil and the heart of the Amazon for this special edition of Health. This week we're going to be going inside the world's largest rainforest, where a local witch doctor will be helping us discover the wealth of natural medical resources that lie beneath our feet. We'll be visiting a community which are just an hour and a half boat trip from Manaus, the capital of the region, yet despite their proximity to the city and Western medicine, they prefer to rely on natural remedies to cure their ailments. Next we'll be crossing over to the Venezuelan side of the Amazon. You'll see there that the Yanomami tribe are in trouble as the new flu influenza A strikes, threatening its survival. And finally, we'll be looking at the acai fruit, hailed here for its energetic and anti-aging properties. But how good is it? Well, we're now at the Setire Mawe community, a group of Amazonian Indians that have fled the city of Manaus to come back to their roots. Here, tree sap is used to treat headaches, a bit of bark to cure diabetes. Let's take a tour of the forest with their shaman, Page. Page knows his way around the jungle well. For this 61-year-old shaman, the forest is a pharmacy from which he regularly takes supplies.
We're at the heart of the jungle now. Today we're looking for some sap from the Hevea tree.
This sap, when scooped up, can then be mixed to make a medicine that can help ease headaches or treat diabetes. Today, Page is accompanied by his nephews who are learning the forest secrets. They, like everyone else in the Setire Mawe community, believe that when well understood, nature has enough to nurture all our needs.
We're not arguing against the white man's medicine because we can also use that sometimes for our illnesses. But the problem with this is that sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. When we're ill, we can always put together a concoction suitable from the forest kinkin, Hevea or Djibouti, which incidentally we mix with the sap you can see seeping from this tree.
Medicinal knowledge that dates back centuries, with which Page doles out carefully.
When I die, my daughter will be ready to take over, because it's a gift that's passed from generation to generation. That's why my nephews are with me watching how I work and which plants I choose, so they can see the different effects that they have. This is for the liver, the kidneys, the bark of the Djibouti tree we mixed with water, and it's very, very bitter.
With this strip from the Djibouti tree, Page will make a concoction for his 2-year-old grandson Swana, who is suffering from tummy ache. Upon returning to the village, he begins the preparation. The bark is peeled off and chopped into pieces, which are then shaken, not stirred, in rainwater. But for children, natural or not, medicine remains medicine, and they need a spoonful of sugar to help it go down.
If you don't drink it, you won't get any sweets. So go on, drink.
Tá dentro do meu bolso. Já?
As the day draws to a close, Page leaves his vast pharmacy and heads for the boat back to the city, where he extends a nature's knowledge to locals there. So here now, as you can see, Page has his market stall in the centre of the city. Open 6 days a week, there's a constant stream of people who come to look for natural remedies. But right now we're going to bring you back into the forest. We're crossing over to the Venezuelan side. There, the power of plants are so far proving ineffective against the new flu, influenza A, which is threatening the Yanomami tribe.
The Yanomami are Indians who live on the border between Brazil and Venezuela, in the heart of the Amazon jungle. It's a remote area, but the H1N1 flu has arrived here. The disease reportedly killed 7 Indians and contaminated 1,000 others. But the total Yanomami population is only about 32,000 people, according to local NGOs. They are concerned. The Indians' immune system is not used to this kind of virus. Health services have to act swiftly.
The lack of medical assistance and the fact that we're in an isolated area means that when there is an epidemic, it's problematic. The illness is here, but not the medical assistance.
atendimento não chega.
Aid organizations fear that the disease will spread all over the Yanomami territory. Caracas has decided to close the border and send medical teams to the area. But this Indian believes it's too little, too late.
The health situation of the Yanomami in Venezuela is not good. I'm very sad because we know this disease never hit members of the tribe in Brazil. I believe the children have not received the proper shots and the people unprotected. I think many will die.
In the 80s and 90s, nearly 20% of the Yanomami died because of malaria and flu. The viruses had been spread by illegal miners working in the region.
Well, all around Manaus and indeed the Amazon, you'll find bags of this brown juice. It comes from the acai, a fruit that's hailed here as a means of fighting fatigue and indeed keeping ourselves young and healthy.
Hidden in the branches, 40 meters off the ground. This is acai, the Amazonian palm tree fruit, and one of the rainforest's little-known treasures. Giovo used to climb up the palms to get at the precious fruit when he was a boy.
I was born in the country's interior. There are a lot of acai trees there. I always used to climb them, but it's been a long time since I've been back up.
Around here, climbing is the only way to get at the acai. So you need a sure foot and strong arms, because it's a long way down.
There it is, acai. One of the treasures that the Amazon keeps locked up. It's acai, and acai in its natural state.
The fruit's Dr. Bueno's specialty. To him, it's almost worth its weight in gold. Apart from acai's nutritional qualities, it also symbolizes an entire region.
Acai is incontestably the palm tree fruit with the most potential and what everyone is hoping for. Not just because it's used in Brazil, but across the entire Amazon basin, since it's a real energy-rich food. Today it's a question of looks, of well-being, health. Acai is good for all of that because it's a natural fruit. That theme of health goes hand in hand with the environment, and it's very popular in the world these days.
Thanks to its dark color, many people thought acai was rich in iron and that it could be used to treat anemia. It was why Dr. Kyoko became interested. She discovered it wasn't particularly rich in iron, but had exceptional qualities when it came to preventing malnutrition.
It's rich in energy and rich in fibre. That richness is thanks to a great pigment, which is called anthocyanin. Acai also contains other minerals like potassium, calcium and magnesium, and all that means we really ought to eat more of it.
This is the end of the production process. The fruit's pulped into liquid in machines like this. It's got a berry-like taste with a hint of chocolate, and it's popular in Brazil as a dessert, either frozen or as juice. And with seeds that can even be ground down to make livestock feed, it's a berry that's got more than meets the eye.
Well, sadly, that's all the time we have for this edition. See you next time.